Well, good evening viewers. Okay, as you can see, I've finished sanding the rudder and the handle for the rudder. Yeah, it's about to get its first coat of lacquer, and yeah, before I do that, I'll just give you a quick look at how it appears on the boat. So I'll sit you on the tripod. Do this without switching off. Take you around the back. Oh, yeah, the boat's had its final coat. Yeah. Sprayed on. So, yeah, quite reasonable. Of course, that'll flatten out a little more once it goes out in the sun. That was only done today, this afternoon, so it's only a few hours old. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna fiddle around over there. Oh, sorry for all that fiddling around. I just wanted to get you long enough to be able to see this rudder. If you watch the other two videos, you know, how much too long or too high when the boat's up the right way. So yeah, I've cut a good 4 or 5 inches off the top of this. I was going to go with a curve, but I decided just a square top was the way to go. Just round it off a little bit. So yeah, you see we're all smoothed in and fitted in, quite reasonable. Nice joint across the top there. Not totally perfect down there, but anyway, good enough. It will do. Okay. Set this on here. And, yeah, so if you don't seem to, if that falls off, I'm going to have to sand it again. Therefore it's going to stay there. Check that you can actually see that. Yeah. So that to me is way neater than what it was. And it's a real shame somebody's, because that's only a recent cut, a propeller cut out. It's a shame somebody did that, because it's just going to be obvious that it's not the right rudder. But there isn't really anything you can do about it. Oh, sort of. You could join a piece on there, but you'd have to, it wouldn't have any sort of strength. You'd have to do some sort of dovetail type fit or anything to give it any sort of strength. And my carpentry skills are sort of a bit not quite good enough to be doing that. Not without, like, a lot of those types of joints, you require specialist tools to do it, I mean, not that you can't do it by hand, but yeah, you want to be pretty skillful to do it that way. The only other way to do it would be to, if you joined a bit in, would be to take off these two outer boards right down here, like, or join a piece on, overlap two pieces. That's the only way you give it strength, which would look silly having, two pieces at the top, two pieces at the bottom, to make it look sort of decent. or half decent, you know, you'd have to, you know, pull the two boards off either side at the bottom and run them full length. And then, you know, the extra width, like the boards sticking out, are going to interfere with the water flow anyway. So, yeah, it's not really sort of worth doing. And, yeah, to make a new one, you'd be, I think you'd probably have Buckley's of finding a piece of Huon pine that wide. Yeah, because you're not allowed to cut them down anymore. Yeah, the only ones they've got at the moment, yeah, but you can still buy it, but yeah, they're pulling ones out of Lake Pedder that have been yeah, underwater for I don't know how many years, 50 years or something. So yeah, pulling the stumps up. Anyway, I'll do it. I'm going to set you up here. I'm going to hang it up, put a coat of lacquer on it, first coat of lacquer, and we'll see how that goes. It's 10 o'clock at night, but we've got the fire going. It's warm enough in here, so it will do. Just so I'm sending you all over the place. I'm rearranging the tripod because I dropped it down. So yeah, well, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it here above the. I painted above the fire. What is that? Hanging down. That's what's crooked. Anyway, sorry about all the mucking around there. Okay, get this hang up. I did, I drilled a hole in the bottom of this. There's two reasons. One so that I can hang it up, but also so that when it is on the boat, you can put a clip through that and keep it in place. See if I can hang this here without hitting anything. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'll bring you up a bit. That's probably as much as we can. Yeah. Sort of. Yeah. And after all that mucking around, get some lacquer on it. I kept saying lacquer, it's not lacquer, it's varnish. Must have said that 50 times now. It's not lacquer. This is what it is. Paint overspray all over my firebox. So this is what I do in the winter. Don't always paint straight over the top of it, but yeah, Most times after they painted they get hungover over the fire so they will dry properly. That was good. No, only happened because the camera's on. That wouldn't have happened if I wasn't filming. And you're going, yeah, sure. You do it all the time. Does make it considerably darker. Nice. Air bubbles out of there. But it's not really matters that much at this point. Yeah, because this is only your first coat. As with anything that any timber that you paint, whether it's clear lacquer, varnish, enamel, whatever, like you'll sand it and it'll be smooth, and then as soon as you put paint on it, all your fibres will stand up and it'll dry and it'll be rough as. So in between first and second coats or third coats, you always got to re-sand it, get it smooth again. Just put in there too. It's a bit away. You just notice it. There's a crack there. That's a worry. I shouldn't have actually put lacquer in that. I probably should have opened that and put some epoxy in it. I sort of made the fit a little too tight when I fitted that into here. Like I wanted it tight, but I really had to sort of hammer it in harder than I wanted to. See how it goes. There's the reality of this with this plate. I mean, it's that'll play on my conscience. I will have to open it up and get some epoxy in it. So, but as I said, the reality is this plate. There's a real good chance it'll never go back in the water again anyway. So, they're just basically being preserved as relics, just for historical purposes. But at the same time, I can't leave it with a split in it, then, so that'll bother me. It'll get on my conscience. So I will have to do something about it. Anyway, I've been mucking around in the sand or whatever. I didn't notice that split until just then. I'm putting paint on it. We're doing this. First coat having to touch it everywhere after I put the varnish on and banging against things, and yeah, it's telling me that I'm going to have to hang it a little bit more secure after I sand it and do the next two coats. As I said, it doesn't really matter too much at the moment with the first coat. First coat's just to seal the timber. It's not a finished look by any means. This part will be brush finished, you know. Its next two coats will be done with a brush. So yeah, not going to break out the spray gun, you know, just to do a small part like this. Have to clean it and then waste turps and thinners, etc. So yeah. The main reason for spray finishing the blade is one, for looks. It does come out smoother. It's mostly to save time, so it can be done quickly and more efficiently. Spin that around a little bit. Yeah, checking for runs here. If you get runs, you want to rub them out before they dry. Okay. I'm going to make sure I don't touch the camera with any. Okay, well, as you can see, it does. Yeah, the varnish definitely makes a difference to the colour of it. So, yeah, confident that'll turn out pretty good. All right, if you're stuck with us for this long, 19 minutes of not very much happening. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for that, and we'll see you next time. Bye.